everyone. Thank you for having me here. You all might not know who I am. I would like to introduce myself. I am Akshay Shah, the co-founder of a upcoming startup called Fresh and Go. Please spend time on what we are doing. I can't tell you more here because I'm here today to help you learn the real-time experiences of how to build your startup. Or more like, if you have an idea, if you have something in your mind, how to go about it. I'm going to share a decade worth of my experience today to you. And I'm glad, as a young entrepreneur, TEDx Maharashtra College has given me this opportunity to come up and speak to you all the experiences with all my heart. I'm going to start in a very simple way, which is very realistic. My friends, my family members, my colleagues, everyone coming up to me asking me how to build their startup, how to validate their idea. You know, it's not easy to have your startup. You can always think of an idea, but the real challenge is the execution. I'm telling you with all the experience that execution is the key element. Ideas are available galore. Don't think of idea as something that you achieved. Write down, simplify things, validate your entire process. You know, what is the main important point I feel is why? Why do you want to do that business? What is the motive of that business? Are there any competition? I will relate this to what we are doing for our business, 123 Wash. We got into 123 Wash was because nobody in India commercially manufactures laundry pods. So we thought we did our intensive research that if nobody is doing, let's take the risk. Let's be the first player in the market to come up and innovate and get going. We took a risk. It's been 3 years. We've converted this into a very successful thing. I agree. It's not something where it's going at the household in today's time in India. But all good things take time. That's the step of my startup journey. Storytelling is a very important element. It's an art. It's not just something that you're doing to accomplish at a ground level. You're doing this at the ground level for your social media post or something. You're doing to take your story to each and every people in a different way. So that's an art. You have to work on it back and forth. You have to keep meeting a lot of new people, brilliant minds. You need to keep creativity at the topmost thing with a vision and skill in you. For marketers, mastering storytelling may seem daunting. It can be without the right knowledge or the resources. This said, for all those travel the storytelling path right, it's the juice worth the squeeze, It's gonna take time, but a right story is a play in the long run. So the storytelling part has to be right from the start. The next thing I would suggest you is to make your plans if you have certain ideas in your mind, put it onto Excel or a Word file. Start writing your business plan of how you want to do particular thing. There are different businesses today: online business, offline business, retail business, franchising business, whatever you wish to do. You need to assess few facts. How you wanna do it? Are you doing at the same way as the competition is doing, or you wanna choose a different way which will reduce the cost, which will it's the same thing with less resources in a less cost environment, which will give you a better business model. There are many things while preparing a business model. A lot of data is available out there. What I did, what worked for me, what's working for me rather I should say, is because it's a constant changing environment. You will not prepare the right business model at the first go or the second go or the third go. You have to keep evolving. You have to learn from daily, monthly, weekly, yearly experiences, put everything down, have those team meetings. I've also understood that when you're writing your business model or your business plan, be realistic. Know how much money you can put or how much money you can collect from your friends, your family members or whatever. You know your financial assessment more better than I would know yours. So it's a very valid point to have because that will help you to plan your resources over some years. If you want to, if for instance you have an X amount and you know that X minus 5 is required for your business for 1 year, then you know how many years you can survive using that X amount, and at what cycle, at what sales you want to introduce an investor or an angel, or these days the banks are helping you better if you have a nice business model. Having said about the business model, it's time consuming. Put your good time into it. I would also say that a market research is very important while you're assessing your business model, because if you don't have your research right, you will not know what's working, at what price range, what product is working, or what service is working. So do that market research. Find the moats, and always we believe that innovation is something that you should pursue. Give it time and it pays you for the longest run. You should also know your exit strategy in any business that you pursue. In our hygiene business, we know what all stage or position we can be in the next 3 years, 5 years. We play the scenario in our head where we know where we have to exit the business, at what valuation, today putting things, what we'll get the reward in future. So an exit strategy is also an important part you think about. You should think about before getting into that business if you all want to be successful with that business. Teamwork is more like a dream work. I or any entrepreneur out there will tell you the same thing. You can't do well if your team is not motivated, if your team is not ambitious as much as you are. Being the CEO of this company, I've understood that I can't do everything by myself. I need my team as proactive as I am, or at least the same way, with the same ideology and the mindset. So choose your team members very wisely. Having said this, in today's world, everybody is trying to be eco-friendly perfumes, eco-friendly food, eco-friendly packaging. So think of the environment. It's our responsibility to not pollute the environment by consuming minimum amount of plastic, by recycling properly, by taking care of the recycling part. I know I jumped from a very big topic to another, but I had to say this. It's a very important thing to give back to the society from your business. I also wish to tell you that while we were making a business plan for our business 123 Wash, we were trying to identify the target audience. There were certain things where we went to identify the target audience. We saw the current data available you'll find the data online. You'll see analytics. You can purchase analytics from multiple softwares. You'll see previous audience, what they purchase. You will see the buyer. You can create a buyer personality with your product. That is this your premium, or what kind of product you have. So what kind of important learning with all this, with the whole business plan and the whole startup phase, was that I figured out how to know my audience. Having said this, you have to review the data that is available online. You have to look at your competition, what crowd they are catering to. You will find all this online. You conduct surveys or research, it will help you monitor audience feedbacks. Are they liking your product? See the engagements that you're getting over your social media, what people are saying, how they are saying all these things. It's important to know your audience, the right audience when you cater to. When you know what's your right target audience, it will help you to manage and optimize your advertisement spend. As a direct-to-consumer brand, we focus on getting the best return on advertisement spends. So I would also suggest you to work on principles of knowing your audience very well. Overall, it's all a learning process. You need the right gurus, you need the right mentors, you need to have a right team. Many things have to come into a different equation for your entire business to work. There are so many hasty decisions that you take. You're learning. It's not that you've been taught everything. You're daily learning. Be positive. Have that positive framework. Meditate. Be one with yourself, because each and every time you take decision, you have a lot of people whose life is directly connected to your business, to the growth of your business. You want to generate more jobs. That is your whole your responsibility, being in the society, that more people get jobs. All this will happen with the right decisions at the right time. Having said this, you need patience above everything. For a startup to work, if you're going to think that 6 months or 1 year you're growing, this is not going to happen. You've not seen anything. You should take 2-3 years of work experience rather somewhere, and then you come to the reality. Because reality, things actually take a lot of time. Taj Mahal, tell me guys, Taj Mahal was built overnight? Was Taj Mahal built in a day? No, it wasn't. I'm saying a very simple fact. Plan again, reuse, recycle, reduce. Make a model where you know your storytelling to a larger consumer or larger audience who will know the value of everything. Even if your product is good, try to figure out a way where that your packaging can be eco-friendly, where you're talking to consumers in another angle. Because it's all about angles. You provide the best narrative. You provide the best narrative, it will work for you. And today the whole competition is online. Everybody is growing. You have the power to leverage what the dinosaur big companies already do. You can do it at social media level. But overall impact will come when you reach out to communities, when you're talking which is getting some benefit to different communities. Think through what I've just said. I also have a lot of learning like y'all, and I'm not going to restrict myself with the daily learnings. So I'm open to all the learnings that I have, I'm looking forward to in the future. It's coming. Any doubts, feel free to talk to me. You know where you can hit me up. I will always help any young entrepreneur who wants to embark themselves on a journey where they want to achieve or they need any help to plan their business model or something. I believe we have it in all of us to go there, to work hard and get what we want. And just don't give up. If you fail again, fail better from the last time, so that failure will teach you and those experiences will make you something. I had a startup before which didn't generate any revenue, which we had to shut, but what experiences I generated from that, it's helping me in the current startup which is really growing me. Try again, fail again, and this time only fail better. Thank you everyone for having me here. I'm glad to be here. As a young entrepreneur, I could have not asked for anything more. Thank you.